Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Tate and Holly expose EJ's maternity taradiddle, prove Eric is father with new DNA test. Days of Our Lives reveal that EJ DiMera will come determined to push Eric Brady out of the picture and make his own perfect family with Nicole DiMera. Still, EJ will go about it in the worst way possible since he'll end up stealing Jude Brady from Eric. During EJ will give Sloane Peterson Brady to tell Eric that Jude is Nicole's baby. Of course, EJ will also force Sloane to act like he's the father rather of Eric. Days say EJ will offer to set Sloane up for life and let her escape to wherever she wants. All Sloane has to do in return is break Eric's heart, so she'll go through with that plan and leave him distraught. Fortunately, someone is bound to uncover EJ's part in all the deception. It makes sense that Holly Jonas and Tate Black will take the lead then, for multiple reasons. For starters, Holly just said some truly horrible effects to Nicole during their recent battle. It was hard to hear Holly snap that Nicole's lost babies were lucky to not have her for a mama. Holly could use a way to redeem herself, so Days may let her play the idol. That's especially true since Dol Penn stressed Holly's issues with the men who have been driven out of Nicole's life. Holly felt like she had to stay out of trouble as a sprat and avoid doing anything differently to rock the boat in Nicole's connections. All that could make to Holly being the one to blow up EJ's secret and destroy his marriage to Nicole. As for Tate, Holly will obviously bring him in the circle on any reservations she might have. Still, that could also help them gain some support as a couple, if Tate helps Holly expose EJ's falsehoods and prove Jude biologically belongs to Eric. Holly and Tate may feel like a good influence on each other after all if they prove to be a successful platoon. Whatever the case, Holly and Tate may feel like EJ is acting shady and decide to do some digging. Tate and Holly might indeed find substantiation of the maternity test that EJ had Dr. Wilhelm Rolf, Richard Wharton, do. That would prove that EJ knew the verity in advance of Nicole and that he deliberately stole Eric's part as the father. Holly and Tate might swipe samples to run a new DNA test, just to be redundant positive they've got it right. One way or another, our Days' prognostications point to EJ facing a dramatic downfall, so Tate and Holly may be the reason why. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Eric will be suitable to reclaim his daddy status ultimately, so we'll bring you updates on all the stunning news that's still to come. Alex proposes to Kristen, Teresa reels over engagement ring for romantic rival? Days of Our Lives reveal that Alex Kyriakis is presently trying to have his cutlet and eat it, too. Although Alex is reigning Teresa Donovan with lavish gifts and has reconnected with her in the bedroom, that doesn't mean he's put Kristen DiMera out of his mind. What started off as a way to make Teresa and Brady Black jealous has turned into commodity more. Alex has surely been enjoying his alliances with Kristen, but Days spoilers suggest he may actually be craving for a deeper connection with her. Kristen assured Alex that nothing real could ever come from their little fling since she only has eyes for Brady, but Alex may ultimately suppose he can change her mind. The further time Alex spends with Kristen, the more he may feel like they belong together. Days spoilers say that could mean bad news for Teresa, especially if Alex makes a bold move to prove his new devotion to Kristen. What if Alex decides to pop the question? Teresa hasn't been suitable to lock Alex into an engagement, so imagine how shocked and furious she'll be if he proposes to Kristen rather. Alex has a ton of plutocrat that he's putting to good use now, so he might buy Kristen the biggest diamond ring he can find and get down on one knee soon enough. Of course, that doesn't mean Kristen will agree to marry Alex if she gets updates on his marriage plans. Kristen might have to let Alex down gently if she can't fantasize a long-term future with him. Also again, Kristen might use Alex's implicit marriage offer to get Brady's attention. Dol suckers know Kristen is surely the kind of woman who manipulate Alex into allowing she wanted to wed, only to reveal it's all been an act on her part latterly. Grounded on our Days' prognostications, Teresa may eventually get an engagement ring on her own cutlet down the road, but there'll be more obstacles before that happens. Still, that could clearly be a giant insulting chain from Teresa's perspective, if Alex becomes enamored enough with Kristen to give her a ring first. Days of Our Lives say Teresa will have a romantic mess to contend with as she keeps trying to seal the deal with Alex and keep Constantine Meliunis gentled. Nicole finds out Jude is hers, but there's a catch. After getting in Goddess of Nicole and Eric's kiss, EJ knows that he has to act presto. So he strong-arms Sloane into telling her hubby that Jude is EJ and Nicole's. He's like, hey, you can go off wherever you want to go. You can live the stylish life ever. I'll pay for it, Dan Feuerigel tells Soap Opera Digest. All you have to do is confess and pretend as though you've run down. I'll take the baby, and you'll be set up for life. EJ ever convinces her that no bone's going to believe her side of the story, he adds. She's the bone. Who did this, and he's the bone. Who's coming to try and right the wrong? Further, who is that lovable baby playing Jude? Well, sort of. Substantially, what Stefano's son wants to do is ensure that he no way walk in on another bus stop between his woman and her old honey. He saw what Nicole not having this child is doing to her, Feuerigel theorizes, so he's going to fix that. By doing so, EJ reckons that it will strengthen their relationship, and Eric will fall by the wayside. Shocker, Everett arrested after Eric attack. What happens coming after Bobby explodes? Days of Our Lives and updates tease and violent roller coaster lift, with a week full of trouble brewing the week of May 20th. Everett Lynch, also known as Robert Bobby Stein, spirals over as Bobby's explosive temper makes Eric Brady, Greg Vaughn, his victim, and Everett is criticized. Days of Our Lives effects start off enough. Constraint effects are looking up as Everett decides to hang out with Stephanie Johnson and Leo Stark for some post-work fun. They aim to decompress with a couple of drinks, but it seems like this innocent plan will lead to chaos. Bobby is known to be intimidating, so adding alcohol to the equation is surely a form for disaster. Drinking might just fuel Bobby's aggression when he regains control of the situation. Days reveal that Everett/Bobby will find himself in a tricky situation when he runs into Eric Brady, and the Bobby personality will come to the van. Eric might pick up on Commodity not being relatively right with Everett and could step in if he ends up disrespecting Stephanie in any way. DOL Eric won't realize Everett has did clearly. Eric will be fully unconscious to the fact that the person he believes to be Everett is actually his did alter, most probably. It appears that Bobby will be the one to physically assault Eric, leaving him oppressively injured by the end of it all. According to forthcoming spoilers, Stephanie will inform Chad DiMera about some unsettling news, furnishing updates on Everett's arrest, explaining how he attacked Eric and ended up getting arrested. Stephanie herself will struggle to comprehend the situation, and it's possible that indeed Everett, formerly he wakes up and realizes he's in police guardianship, won't understand what's passing. As per the spoilers, Bobby will inflict annihilation in Everett's life, but Marlena Evans is on the point of working the riddle. Days of Our Lives spoilers. This is not the show's first DID storyline. It's nearly positive that Marlena will diagnose Everett with DID, or dissociative identity complaint, and it's not the first time for the show. Several times ago Abigail DiMera was diagnosed. Everett's multiple personalities are easily battling for dominance, but Marlena is determined to erect together the mystification and find a treatment. Diving the Dangerous Bobby will present its own set of challenges, for further perceptivity into the unfolding drama. Everett will soon find himself facing inviting odds, so brace yourself for all the chaos ahead.